Okay, so we were discussing this business case on low-cost airways. This is actually an old paper, 2006, but it's still relevant today. Some of the topics that are there, they're still very relevant. But we, more than the topics in the case, we are more interested in the writing style, and that is what we are going to do. So here is the case. You can have a look at it. It's about an airline which is operating in the low cost segment of the market, and it has an offer from another bigger airline for a buyout. It has some future options. However, there's an appendix in which they have given budgeted sales and actual sales, and then there is a question that there's another appendix which shows the salary of the employees and the dividend per share and the ticket prices, forecast if they have options of going in one city or another city. We are going to start from question number 2A, and of course, I'm not going to go into the calculations of A. We are going to go straight to how you use your results that you calculate to analyze why profits for the one division is more or less as compared to the budget. So here you are not comparing the divisions, but you are comparing the actual results with the budgeted results. So how are you going to write the answer? That is what we are more interested in. Please keep in mind, in those days, this used to be a 5 mark question. There are no 5 mark questions anymore. So I have expanded the answer in order to make it more relevant to the present context. So let's say how you're going to write answer to such a question. Low cost airline was started by Gavin and Sally 5 years ago. They make profits from customer service like car hire and coach services. So you start with an application. They have experienced lower profits. Now talk about the problem and still an application. They have experienced low profits for car hire than expected. Sales revenue have failed to increase as budgeted was 55,000, whereas the actual is only 46,000. Take as much information as possible from the case. This would be because of less awareness about the car hire because they have not spent much in promotion. So, budgeted and actual, there is a variance between them. And this shows that the promotion has not been very extensive. This has caused sales to fall, and with it, the profits have also been depressed. So, that is the analysis. Moreover means that you are going to continue the discussion. Moreover, Sally and Gavin have failed to control variable costs. Budgeted variable costs were 3,000, actual were more than that. They have spent more. Probably they have purchased more raw material, or the prices for plane parts may have increased, or electricity bills were out of control. So you can think up scenarios here and you can keep evaluating them. Overheads have also increased from 13,000 to 15,000. Get as much information as possible from the case. This would be because of more spending on wages, so they cannot keep their costs in control. This therefore has caused the airline to increase its costs as they were not able to control the expenses, uh, and that is why there's a process. So you've got to think all the reasons why there can be a negative variance and make good use of the information in the book. All right, let's go to the next question. The next question is discuss two ways in which the division might be made more profitable. Okay, might be made more profitable. Here the weightage is more, it's 8 marks. Let's see how you can write the answer to this. Low cost airline is facing a certain problem, but one of their services, which is the car hire, has made a loss of 8,000. It was expected to make a profit of 4,000, and it has failed to do so. Therefore, Given and Sally must try to change the price of the rent-a-car business since it was expected to make a revenue of 5,000. The price should be changed in order to make the revenues go up. There might be competition in the market for rent a car. So have they taken the competition into account? Therefore, they can reduce their price if competition is a major factor. So they can increase the price if competition is less, reduce the price if they feel that they can penetrate the market more by doing so. This will attract more customers. That depends upon the elasticity. This will attract more customers as you will provide a service at a cheaper price as compared to your competitors. Thus, the volume of the sales will increase, and with it, the sales revenue. Please keep talking about sales revenue, cost, and productivity. I cannot stress that enough. Without that, your analysis will be very weak. All right. Then they may have to adopt a proper promotional strategy. That's written in the case that they have, they have realized that their promotion will be the critical factor in increasing the performance of the business. So they must advertise their rent-a-car business more and over a wider geographical area. This will create awareness about the rent-a-car business. They will have to use advertisements, the above-the-line promotion. They will have to use advertisement. They can use television, or they can use billboards. That depends upon their budget, of course. This will increase the sales revenue as awareness will increase and the profits will rise. That's the analysis. Moreover, they may use below the line promotion as well. This could be by using magazines. Magazine will be advertising, but they can use below the line promotion, like trying to sell trying to sell this service more actively directly to the customer in some way. Even though the company and its rent a car business is not doing very well, this heavy concentration on promotion can have customers attracted towards the firm. Moreover, they might have to change the product if they feel that this is not going to do very well in the long run. Then they might have to change the product. In this case, they might either diversify into another. They can close down the rent a car, or they can bring in better models of cars. Perhaps they are not doing well because the car models are old, and they might need to make more investments in this business. Therefore, by changing the models of the car, they can be allowed to become more competitive in the market. Once they are more competitive, these faster, better technology cars will increase the productivity of the rent car business, and the revenues will rise. So that is a good analysis. So productivity, revenue, everything has come into it. But will the answer stop there? No. You have to evaluate. What is evaluate? It's reverse analysis. What is the situation? Think about the scenario where these things will not work, where the revenues, instead of rising, may not go up very very high. So despite of these strategies, you may still fail to reap higher revenues. Why? Because if the prices are charged higher, but still the cost of production is high. So if the costs are not controlled, then all your strategies will fail. So what about the stability in the prices? If the prices keep fluctuating, then what is going to happen? This is again going to make the revenues very erratic. So, despite using a promotional strategy, will the profits always rise? There's no guarantee, because this will depend upon the promotional budget. Even though the budget is at a certain level, in this case, I think it is 5,000 worth of promotional activities. It may have to be increased as there will be new car models, and for these models you will need better advertising and maybe more expensive advertising, but this will lead to increase in cost. This may even lead to a situation where this business may have to borrow money in order to advertise, in order to promote. Yes, the case says that promotion is the do all and die all of everything, but will it come free? No, it will not. Maybe you'll have to borrow money. What's going to happen then? That might lead to increase in interest costs, because you borrowed the money. And will the advertising work? Will people respond that way? There's no guarantee that that's going to happen. So, what is the promotional elasticity of demand? So, promotional elasticity of demand will have to be calculated. Percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in promotional spending. Despite of this, the sales may not increase because because what if you haven't done the right survey before starting the advertising? What if the geographical area chosen is not very relevant to this business? What if the market segment chosen has not been rightly chosen? If these things are not done, then spending money on promotion may also not yield very good results. So instead of increasing revenues, it may actually lead to an increase in cost. Okay, so these are a few things that you will have to write. Please practice writing this as much as possible. Okay, then we go to the next question, which is question number three. Question number three is related to the various stakeholders. I'll quickly go through question number three as well. So, who are the stakeholders? People who have an interest in the operations of the business. Low cost airways have planned to um, uh, they have been offered a price of $15 million. UWA is trying to buy them. So the true owners of the firm, who are they? They are the shareholders. This, by the way, is a private limited company. So Gavin and Sally are the main stakeholders as far as the owners are concerned, and the opportunity to reduce the level of work is there. Gavin has said that he's becoming old and cannot take and do a lot of work, and this will give him a chance to become a shareholder in the company, and this will allow the probability of investing in some other firm, and the cost in terms of his work and effort, this will go down, and with UWA coming in, profitability might rise. However, despite this takeover, UWA may not give a good price to low cost. Look at all the negative scenarios. What if they do not get a good price? UWA does not have a very good history of giving out very good dividends. So how will that affect the shareholders? Will they be happy about it? Will they not be happy about it? Okay, so this might the coming together may generate more profits. That might make the shareholders more happy. But what about the dividend yield? That is a certain question mark. Okay, and this low cost shareholders will be they will be interested in higher dividends like before. And what if UWAs are not interested in those high dividends? So this will lead to a rift between them. So if low cost do not listen to the shareholders, the shareholders might withdraw their investment in the long run. This will hurt the company, leading to an increase in costs. Workers are also very important shareholders. They will be concerned about better pay levels, and they will be concerned about better working conditions, and will they get paid well in the future? And this will cause problems if they feel that they are not getting paid. So link this to Taylor. According to Taylor, workers are motivated by money. They are motivated by better gains. So link it to them. Okay, and then go on and talk about the problems they may create. They may create if workers don't like it. They may actually create trade unions. Think about trade union activity for the human resource management. Customers are another very important stakeholder. They will want value for money, like the idea of a budgeted airline which charges low cost. What if UWA now comes in and starts charging higher cost? This will not be very appealing to the customers of low cost. What about the suppliers? Suppliers may like the idea, as they will get a chance to give raw material to this bigger company, and sell spare parts. The food on the airlines, they might be happy that they are now selling in higher numbers. However, despite of this positive effect, the supplier may not like the idea that UWA takes a longer time to pay its customers compared to the low cost, and suppliers may be uncertain whether they should supply UWA, even though it's a bigger airline, and there is no guarantee that suppliers will be happy about it, and they will be getting paid on time. So they may actually not supply as is expected. So these are some of the points that you can cover in this answer. Thank